I am here with Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, one of the best-selling games so far this year. Ed, congratulations on the success of that game. I guess this is an nice E3 for you because you don't have to be as busy as you were last year, right?
It's the first E3 in a long time that I actually walk around and see what's going on. I managed to attend all of the press conferences, which was really exciting. So
we got a Street Fighter Cross Tekken live demo.
Yeah,
I
can't wait to play
check that out, right?
Wait to play it.
We'll get you in there maybe because we got to get the Street Fighter Cross Mortal Kombat, right?
We'll see about that.
Hey, you never know, right? So congratulations on the success of MK, and now you guys are on to doing DLC, obviously.
Yeah.
And you've got Skarlet that you guys have announced as coming out, right?
Yeah, she's playable on the show floor. You know, all of her. She's probably easily the most gruesome character that we've had in the.
Well, that's good because I think we've got her Fatality. We've got some exclusive footage of her in action here that we're going to check out.
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing. I was actually a little taken back by some of the stuff that we got into the game there. So,
what is her Fatality? Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, it's I don't know if I can describe it on TV. One of them.
Go for it, Ed. We'll bleep you if we need to.
Well, she stabs somebody in the side of in the ear, basically, and cuts their throat and does a Pez dispenser thing and kind of bathes in their blood.
The Pez dispenser thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, that's pretty fun.
It's pretty disturbing. Yeah, and so she's got all these crazy. Everything is related with her is with blood. So she's this blood character. She feeds on blood. She feeds on. She was created from blood, and so that's her themed character. So there's just red all over the place. In the game.
My God,
yeah, it's pretty gross.
That is pretty crazy. Well, so she's coming out as DLC. Now, when is that going to happen?
Any week now. It's literally within the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure we picked an exact date, but we've already released the costumes, the kind of classic costumes for all the ninjas that we've had in the game. And then we've got Scarlet coming, we've got Kenshi coming after that. We've got a big plan of we're really going to support this game with DLC. We really want to go all through the summer and all that.
So lots of new characters as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Some big surprises and all that stuff coming too. So
you have any special guest characters coming in as DLC?
We have some cool stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about at the moment. But we have announced Scarlet and Kenshi. So.
Right, well, because people loved Kratos, obviously, coming on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, that was a great guest character. He fit perfectly with the Mortal Kombat universe, and so that's going to be a hopefully that's the beginning of bigger things to come.
Oh wow! All right, well we'll have to stay tuned. That's pretty exciting. Well, I saw that now. It's Cole's going to be in Street Fighter Tekken for PS Vita.
I saw
what is your take on PS Vita? Do you think that's going to be good for fighting games?
Oh, absolutely. That system is, it reminds me of a lot of the fun that I had playing some of the fighters in
wow, look at that Fatality.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
That is pretty badass. We show it all to you. So sorry, PS Vita, you're excited about that system?
Yeah, absolutely. It's again, just such high fidelity in the graphics and all that. So, you can really represent something like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, I'm sure, great on that system.
Absolutely. That's very cool. Now, you were at the Nintendo briefing, I guess, to see the unveiling of Wii U.
Yes.
You're a Nintendo fan, I know, and been a fanboy for a long time. What's your take on this thing?
Well, you know what? The demonstrations that they had of hitting the golf ball and shooting the ninja stars and all that stuff, to me, of all I attended all of the press conferences, that was one of the biggest applause, kind of spontaneous applause from the crowd that I saw. So I think that, just the fact that it just opens the doors, people are so excited about what's to come as opposed to just what they've seen, what you can do with the system. So that to me was one of the highlights of all three.
How do you think you'd use that in a fighting game? Would you use the touch screen sort of, call up different combos?
It's funny. It's funny you said that because when that was the first question I was asking myself, I was looking at it, I was like, there's got to be a way for us to utilize this in a fighting game, and so
or cool gestures, or I don't know what it is.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know how much fidelity you have in the in the drawing on the screen and all that, but I'd like to think that we could think of something really innovative and cool to kind of spice things up in the fighting game market. So.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment's going to be a part of it. Martin Tremblay was in the video talking about a Lego game that they're working on. So.
Yeah, we're all very excited. Whenever there's new hardware, there's always a lot. You start to think on a bigger scale and what you could do, and that when you see that screen and the controller in there, to me, just things just start connecting, in terms of what can we do with our game and enhancing the experience and all that.
All the possibilities.
Right? Yeah, that's the most exciting part about it.
So when you look forward to MK, obviously you guys haven't announced if you're doing it for other platforms and things like that, but PS Vita you're pretty excited about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I've always loved the fighting game experience on handhelds. And I really like the Street Fighter on the 3DS and
Yeah,
all that.
that's very
It
cool.
was very cool. So
Yeah.
so I think that just kind of makes fighting games all the more just gives them more of an audience. You play against people and all that stuff, kind of like the online experience. And so if you imagine like online fighting as well as local fighting and kind of groups, you could do like a great tournament system with a bunch of people with Vitas, and that'd just be a really cool experience.
So where do you see the fighting game genre going in the future? 'Cause it's been interesting, we went 3D and then we kind of went back to 2D a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? To me, it's like it's the big presentation. The thing we wanted to do with Mortal Kombat was this elaborate story mode. We really wanted to have people playing like they're watching a movie and then participating in with the fighting mechanic. And I think that there's bigger steps we can do in that direction, and that's really what I'd love to explore. For future games and stuff, because I love that the cinematic presentation, the big, feel like you're watching a movie type experience, and the fighting game is the mechanic, So I think there's a lot more to do. I really feel we just kind of scratched what you can do with the last Mortal Kombat game.
Absolutely. Well, and also, the idea of stages, maybe growing those in the levels and things like that.
Oh, exactly, yeah, big time.
And but with great combat and things like that.
Exactly.
Wider, more
the fundamental kind of play mechanic is, punching, kicking, projectiles, all of that kind of strategy that you have there. But in terms of the presentation, I think there's just big leaps and bounds you can do with that.
So how did it feel after that success of the game? Because I think there's lots of great buzz on the game. Whenever we covered it, the fans just couldn't get enough of it. But you guys were had an amazing April. That was Portal came out and games like that, and you guys did, performed incredibly well.
Yeah. I always felt like I always kind of described this whole game as the planets were aligned in so many ways. The last game we did was a T-rated game. It made this big void, this hunger for an M-rated Mortal Kombat. So we not only came back with the M-rated Mortal Kombat, the 2D fighting, the whole retro thing of telling the story of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. I just feel like the planets were aligned, and then the public just responded to it. I think we kind of hit a nerve with people of oh, I played this game at the pizza place down the street. I remember seeing the first Sub-Zero fatality. I think we just a lot of things just happened. Right place, right time, right game. Right. So it was great.
Now you get to relax a little bit.
Yeah, this is the first E3 I'm going to have just a lot of fun at.
What games are you looking forward to seeing at
E3? You know what? I wanted to see Twisted Metal.
That was here yesterday. One? David Jaffe gave us a demo. Pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah,
boss fight.
I'm looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to. All of the that Ghost Recon, that connecting was really cool.
Yeah, take the gun apart.
Yeah, that was cool. So a lot of cool stuff. I want to see the new Madden game, obviously, and Gears of War 3 is huge for me. I'm really looking forward to that game. So.
Absolutely, that's going to be a big one as well. It's going to be a good holiday season.
It is.
It was a good start to the year.
Yeah, I'm going to have time to actually play the games this year too. So.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to head on over to Justine because I think you've got some questions for Ed from all his fans on Twitter.
Of course we do. We have one actually from Twitter right now. St. Evans is asking, the latest Mortal Kombat really one-upped every other fighting game in terms of modes. How are you going to do it again with the next game?
That's what's keeping me up at night now. Actually, we really don't know. We have a couple ideas, but nothing that we've put down on paper or anything like that. We're just kind of busy supporting the next game. So if you ask me the question in about 6 months, maybe I'll have another answer.
Do you see NetherRealms as like a Mortal Kombat studio? Like, are you guys always going to sort of live within the Mortal Kombat universe, do you think?
Actually, our plans are to expand. That's our big thing. I think with this game, we're probably, there's at least going to be a discussion about another Mortal Kombat game. But our big kind of long-term plans are to expand into other genres and stuff like that.
Fantastic.
So,
that's really cool. We can't wait to see what you
really
guys would do.
About it. Yeah.
Justine?
Dami A on Facebook wants to know, how much are you guys looking to support with downloadable content? They're pretty disappointed with Marvel vs. Capcom, so I'm hoping Mortal Kombat will have more.
Well, our big thing with this game is downloadable characters. We have at least 4 that we've scoped out, and when Scarlet becomes available, that's going to be a big, how people respond to her and how many people download it is going to dictate a lot of our plans going forward. But right now we have a very extensive plan going from now all the way through the summer, and a lot of ducks in a row right now.
Excellent. All right, Justine, anything else for Ed? I know he's a popular man online.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, we have so many. Mortal Kombat 9 ended on a huge cliffhanger. Can you share any details on what's to come? How can it continue? Spoiler alert, everyone died.
Well, with Mortal Kombat, there's a lot of people have died in Mortal Kombat that have resurfaced in some way or another. And this game had to do with a lot of kind of time travel, skewed reality. So, you know, there's certainly a lot of kind of creative license for explaining certain things to happen. We haven't decided anything yet,
Right.
but I don't think you've necessarily seen the last of your favorite